Hey you guys, Pretty Tarot YouTube channel here, and I am doing the August 2018 reading for the water signs, and I'm going to turn some light on here. Where is that? And here we go. Thought I had more light, but okay, yeah, so this is the August 2018 monthly general reading for the water signs. So that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm doing it this way right now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all the individual Tarotscope readings. It takes so much time and energy, and you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I have so much going on right now. Anyway, I appreciate all of you who are here, all of you subscribers, viewers, all the likes, all the positive, supportive comments, even the constructive feedback, okay? And this can apply to not only the sun sign, but it can also apply to your rising, your ascendant, moon, and if you have water prominent elsewhere in your chart, your natal or birth chart. And if such as like Venus and Mars or whatever. But if you're not sure, then you can go to Cafe Astrology and get a free natal chart to figure out what else is in your chart. And I don't know if you can see what my shirt says, but it says dream big, and it may be reversed just because I have the way the camera is set up. It does like the mirroring or whatever. But dream big, that's what I want you guys to do, is dream big in the month of August and moving beyond, okay? Because anything is possible if you believe it, if you manifest it, okay? There's a lot going on with lunar eclipses and all this other stuff. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not even going to get into any of that. Yeah, let's keep it like that. So, looks like you guys got some battles, struggles, competition. You could be at war, at odds with others, or with yourself internally about something or whatever is going on in your situation. This is the competition card or whatever. So maybe you guys, like I said, you are trying to win something, gain something, you're fighting for something, regardless of whatever it is, whether you believe it, whether it's you're fighting for your beliefs or fighting for what you feel you deserve or what you feel you earned, fighting for what it is you feel you owed. You know, some of you could be literally competing or in some competitions this month, or just feeling like you are at odds somehow, or like you are literally up, you know, against others in terms of competing or competition or whatever, you know. Or you could be feeling competitive, having a competitive spirit this month, water signs. This reading may or may not resonate with some of you, but for those who do, definitely let me know. So let's see what else is going on with the water signs. So it seems like with the facet card here and the competition card, some of you, is like I said, it could be an internal struggle, okay, for some of you, and you being at odds with yourself over what is versus what was. So some of you could literally be struggling with this whole idea of something you thought was one way, but it turns out to be another, or the fact that you deemed yourself or seen yourself as one way, but really that image is no longer, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's like struggling with something that's not real in a sense, a facade. I said facet, but really it's pronounced facade, you know, and a facade is something that it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys could be struggling with something that really isn't real. Ideals, ideas, fantasy, You know, it could be something like, you know, this idea of what you thought you were, or what you thought your life was, or who you thought you were, or how you present yourself, or this idea of what you thought life was about, or how things should go, maybe even a facade of others or whatever. I feel like this is an internal struggle for many of you, versus you could be competing with others, you know, like I said, and finding out that something's just not really what you thought it was, or whatever. Let's see what else you guys got going on this month. But the thing about the facade, and especially the facade card, is that with this struggle, you know, of realizing that something is not the way you really thought it was or should be or whatever, and dealing with something that's not real, ideal, or fantasy, or you know, you release that, though. You release that. At least with this particular depiction of the way the author is depicting it, you release that, you know. But if you don't, you're going to have a hard time getting somewhere and moving past this struggle, this fight, okay? Because this is a travel card. This is a voyage card. Some of you could literally be like fighting or competing to, like I said, get somewhere, maybe with a career, or in your love life, or in your personal life overall, in regards to what you deem as success, or what you want as success, or your ideas about success. And it could be, like I said, a struggle to really get there, because maybe what you want is not necessarily realistic, or maybe your way of thinking of how you'll get there, that your ideas about how you'll get there, or, you know, is not really realistic, and could be causing you to not be able to, you know, move forward, you know, get there. But somehow it's a struggle, or you just, like I said, somebody's at odds, or fighting with themselves, fighting with others, in the sense of, you know, realizing that your ideas or ideals is just not what you really thought it was. But some of you could not be traveling this month, even though you were hoping to. Or maybe travel just doesn't go the way you expect it to. And you could have had all these ideas about it, and that could be the struggle, the fight, the hassle, the issues. It's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. And if it doesn't resonate, don't fret. I will be doing some other readings this month, like pick a card readings, and also I may attempt to do like a random or a mid-month or something. Okay, got a card to fall out there. And yeah, it seems like something is not working for you guys with the Eight of Pentacles jumping out like that. Something's not working for you guys, or you're not working on something, or somebody's not willing to work on something. It could be you're also not taking the time to do your research, or to really study up on something or investigate something. Now, what's interesting is you guys are not really taking... What's interesting is you're not working on something, or something is not working, right? Or you're not taking the time to really investigate or research this, or study up on whatever is going on in your situation, but like you're not taking a break from this either. Okay, so I think that's also kind of what the struggle is. Okay, you really kind of battling with this, or battling with yourself, or at odds with others, or at odds with yourself, like in one way of like I said, you're not working on this, but at the same time you're not taking a break from it. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving it a rest. And it's in relation to somebody that may be a fire sign, that is in the negative. Okay, somebody who is they're not acting right. They're a fire sign. They could be a Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. They could also be someone who have those signs somewhere in their natal or birth chart. If they're not a sun sign, fire sign, they'd be rising, ascendant, moon. They may even have like a Venus and Mars or something. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So this also could be someone who, if they're in the negative, this could be someone who's dominant, bossy, conceited, arrogant, a narcissist, someone who they may have a temper or an attitude. They may, and I hate to say it, they may like to get around in terms of they don't have any loyalty to anybody but themselves. So like if you've been dating them or whatever, or if you're friends with them, you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting around with everybody. There's no loyalty here. They're only loyal to themselves. You know, they may even be somebody who will talk and gossip about people behind their back. Those kind of things. You know, they're just, imagine a fire sign, all their positive qualities, and then reverse that into all the negative qualities they can have. Every sign has their positive traits and their negative traits. This person is exhibiting all the negative traits of a fire sign, okay? If they're not a fire sign, okay? And it's also somebody else here, an earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, sun sign, or someone, this could be earth in their rising, moon, you know, ascendant or whatever, Venus and Mars or something. You know what I'm saying? They have earth energy. This is also someone, they're in the negative. They ain't acting right. They're not being positive or whatever. This is someone who could be deemed as, you know, irresponsible, someone who's very insecure, someone who they're very much like, they may even be like cheap, and they may be stubborn, you know, they may be wasteful, things like that. They may be this is also someone, for some reason, I feel like could also be bragging about what they have, their money, or this may even be somebody who's broke, or they don't have themselves together financially. Just take all the negative things you could think of about an earth sign, and don't you guys get offended either. Like I said, every sign has negative traits, because this person, they either are earth sign, or there's earth prominent somewhere in their chart, or they exude, you know, they exude negative characteristics of an earth sign. Okay, so it's like you have these two people here that they're being negative, or they're having a negative influence or impact in your situation. And keep in mind, this reading, because it's general, it can relate to any area of your life that is, you know, significantly something that's going on for you right now, in terms of right now, some of you, this may be related to job, career, finances. Others of you, this may be relating to family members, friends, people you're dating or romantically involved with, significant others, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with these two people in your situation in this month, you're really kind of at odds here with them, or you're at odds with yourself about something that once was but really no longer is. So it's kind of like they're not maybe who you once thought they were. Maybe they think you're not who they thought they were. Maybe whatever you had in mind, ideals or fantasies about where things could go with them or whatever, somebody's not being realistic here in a situation, and they're at odds. You're not getting anywhere in this situation regards to them, or, you know, able to move forward or overcome some kind of obstacles there. You're not traveling somewhere with them. You know, you're not taking any trips or voyages with them. And it's like you're not working on this. You're not taking the time to figure out what's going on, investigate it, you know, research, do your research, work on it. And but at the same time, you're not giving this a break. So you're not cutting anyone off and not necessarily not dealing with them. And I think that's the battle here. Maybe you want to cut these two people off or cut one of them off, but you're struggling to do that. Maybe you can't decide what to do in regards to that, you know. So that's pretty much the gist of what I got there. So what I'm going to do is now pull some other cards to, you know, get you some advice, okay, as to what's, you know, to do about this situation, okay. I'm doing these readings here a little different than what I normally do this month. Okay, so you have the perfect timing card here. You have perfect timing card, and you have within the next few weeks, okay? And I honestly, in my opinion, I really feel like within the next few weeks is about the fact that you may see some progress. You may see some changes. You may finally start getting somewhere. You may decide what you really want to do about this situation, or the people involved that are influencing the situation, or dealing with you, or you deal with them, or whatever. And I'm gonna pull a clarifier on the within the next few weeks. With cards like that, I like to pull clarifiers, but intuitively and just looking at the rest of the cards, that's kind of what I honestly feel that's what that's about. Okay, so within the next few weeks here, you have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like within the next few weeks, it's like something is still not going to, I don't know, it's like if you're expecting to receive an offer, okay, let's say if it's for a job or a career opportunity, or you're expecting someone to offer you something valuable, period, no matter if it is money or if it is, you know, a gift, or if it is a offer of some kind, like a romantic offer, or an offer to take you more seriously, whatever it is that holds some value to you, it looks like that's kind of not going to come through. If it does, it's kind of going to be the opposite of what you actually expected it to be. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, this really is about competing for a job or career opportunity, and maybe realizing that it's not what you thought it was, or it's not going, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you have these ideas about it or something. For some of you, you could be feeling like you're not getting anywhere, and for some of you, literally it's not getting anywhere or going anywhere with it. Or maybe, like I said, not traveling or being able to travel. Some of you could literally not be working because of the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you could literally be not working and hoping to get a job, gain some sort of employment or a career opportunity. And you could be expecting something to come in, but it really is all about perfect timing. So, you know, maybe it's not something for you right now in terms of this opportunity or whatever, or in terms of these offers, regardless if it is something personal or not. But what's interesting is you have, because I also pulled another clarifier on within the next few weeks. You also have something, though, may move forward, and I feel like what's going to move forward for you guys is the fact that you're going to get to getting creative and planning on what you're going to do next, your next move, okay? You're going to brainstorm up some ideas and get innovative. You're really going to make some plans here, okay? Because this guy here is making plans. He's brainstorming up a bunch, you know, ideas of what he's going to do next, okay? So he can move forward, because you guys are not going to sit back and wait for nothing to happen or for nothing to come through. And I feel like after, you know, within the next few weeks, you guys are really going to decide to take matters into your own hands and, you know, make some plans to move forward and, you know, figure out how you can move forward. Now, for those of you who, yeah, and I'm going to pull this up anyway. Yeah. Now, though this is a romance angel card, I like to still use them because they still have general messages to me. Now, what I'm looking at here is, this is a card with a boat in it, in the water. To me, that's getting somewhere. It's getting somewhere much slower than this one not getting anywhere. Okay, with this one in reverse, because this is a much larger boat, much larger waters. Okay, and that one, this much larger thing is not moving, but you could end up seeing something move for you, but it be smaller. So you could get somewhere with something smaller. You guys may plan on going with something maybe that's a little bit less grand or a little bit less smaller, but still nonetheless a good opportunity. This card is also the honeymoon card, meaning, like I said, so when people take honeymoons, they go away, a lot of times they have to travel to get there. So eventually you will, within the next few weeks, but you guys are going to make plans to do it. Okay, you're going to make plans to do it, because whatever this was that you were expecting to come through, possibly, or it wasn't really working out, you're not going to let that stop you. And it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay, so you may actually find that you're going to get somewhere and you're going to still be happy with whatever it is. If you're someone who has, it's more than one opportunity or more than one person, you may find that one is not going to really come through the way you hope they would, and maybe the other will though. Okay, and it may not have been what you thought you necessarily wanted, but it still will be something that you're going to be okay with, whereas others of you, you're going to decide to make some plans, get creative, and go for something else, and still find that you get somewhere and enjoy yourself or things working out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pull, like I said, maybe some more advice cards here for you guys. But just keep in mind that, you know, timing is everything. Okay, timing is everything, because you guys have the perfect timing card. And if you, you know, remain faithful, continue to pray, meditate, and meditate on what you do want, not what you don't want, because that otherwise you'll manifest something you don't want. And also make sure to pray for the things you do want, not the things you don't want. Okay, ask God, the angel, the universe, I believe in God, for whatever it is that you want. Be patient, because that time is perfect, and be willing to go with whatever, you know, is presented, in terms of, like, don't be so hung up on it has to be this ideal or this idea of what you think is successful, because, like I said, that's what a facade is all about. You know, what the world says is successful, such as, oh, making a ton of money and living this large grand life, that's usually the epitome or the stereotype of what success is. But for you, that may not be what actually would be success for you. You may discover that just, you know, having a little small home business, or doing something, you know, less glamorous but still satisfying because it suits you, And if it pays all your bills just fine and you're still able to save and put some money away and live your life, you know, respectfully or whatever, without it killing you or stressing you out, that's success, you know. Everything, it doesn't have to be what society says is success, and that may be the thing. Interesting, you guys got the Queen of Air here. Okay, I meant to read these in upright, but I do want to point out this was in reverse. But I'm going to say that whoever this is, the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone with, might be in their rising, ascendant, moon, Venus, Mars, whatever, or they may have qualities like an air sign, characteristics like one. If they were in the negative, they're going to, you know, be positive. This may be actually someone that turns out to be an option that presents themselves later, or someone who will help you or influence you later on, in terms of within the next few weeks or whatever. But mostly to me, this card, the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords, and this is gender neutral, by the way, you guys, so don't get caught up on it being a queen or king. This is also a card of getting focused and cutting away what no longer serves your purpose, and making plans and rational decisions and wise decisions and doing your research, because this is someone who is determined to get things done, or to get something done and to get something accomplished. So this is good energy, and I feel like this is also what you guys are going to be experiencing within the next few weeks. And like I said, you may even have an air sign or someone with those qualities to influence your situation, maybe even help you out or whatever. But the card, it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, right? Because I say you may cut away something that no longer serves your purpose, and seeing the humor in a situation. So you guys may end up becoming more independent, or going and doing things on your own. You know, you may gain more experience in your situation or your field or whatever. You're going to become more realistic, more witty, and have a lighter sense of way of looking at things, and not feeling so intense like water signs can feel about life and situations and the way we, you know, sometimes process things. So that's good. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. And let's see what other advice we have here for the water signs. That's a ton of cards. This is like 4 cards to pop out. No. That's a lot. And I'm just going to go ahead and just pull one. And I'm going to read these in the upright. Okay, so you have the Rebel card, okay? Rebel. Rebel, 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 rebel. Same message, okay? You do not have to do or fit the stereotype of anything that anybody else says is ideal, okay? So you're gonna cut away this facade, this idea of what everyone else or society says is the way you should be, or the way things should be if you're successful, or if you're this or if you're that, and blah blah blah. You're going to cut that away, okay? And you're going to, you know, and this internal struggle is going to go away. This battle is going to go away. How, you know, whatever it is that you're struggling with internally, or just whatever you're dealing with, that, you know, you know, in terms of a situation being competitive for you and competing against others and stuff. I got a feeling you're not going to feel it necessary to compete with anyone else on any level. You're not going to allow yourself to be compared to anyone else. You're not going to compare yourself to anyone else, or to anything else. You're not going to compare your life to anyone else's or whatever, you know. You got someone here telling you to take caution and blah, blah, blah. You're going to say the heck with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. And if I don't fit in with everybody else, it doesn't matter. I'm going to have fun doing it, and I'm going to do me. I'm going to be true to myself. And you got these training wheels, so you don't mind taking the baby steps to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about falling on your face. You know that, you know, if you take your time, you can do this, okay? Whatever it is. And this is also signifying it may be something on a smaller level, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? It may not be on the level that, you know, anyone else thinks you should be at, but you're going to be okay with that because you don't care what anybody else think you should be doing and where you should be at. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, you're going to just be true to yourself. And I think that is going to be the blessing that you guys gain this month, water signs. So that is your reading for, your general reading for August 2018. I think I'm going to do a love life reading for the water signs too for the month of August. And then like maybe even a financial reading. But for now, that's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to move on to the next sign. Okay. If I don't post it tonight, then I'll post the other ones tomorrow. So I'm going to go. Peace and love, you guys. If you would like a personal reading, I'm doing personal readings for $20. PrettyTarot@gmail.com. Okay.